people look at the name digital feed unit and they want to understand more intimately what it is. One of the concepts we've been using to explain it, because people are familiar with an on-demand water heater, you can think of these units as on-demand coolant feeders, right? So they're going to dispense exact amount of coolants into individual CNC machines, so we can use our software and our solution to make sure your desired target concentrations are managed in an exacting way. So with the digital feed unit, what you're gonna find is a coolant source is typically mounted directly underneath it. This can be a barrel, a pail, a tote, but mainly what the unit is doing is taking the coolant out, feeding it at a controlled rate into each CNC machine. The digital feed unit also becomes your water monitoring system. So inside is sensors for hardness, for temperature, for flow rate, for pressure. Once we know those attributes of the water, we can send you out real-time notifications if things aren't as they should be related to your water supply. A lot of people assume when they look at a digital feed unit, they're gonna need one of these per CNC. And that is absolutely not the case. One of these devices is gonna be enough for most shops that we deal with. These units have the capability of feeding over 100 CNCs. So unless you're at extremely large scale, the most likely scenario in your business is you install one of these near your water supply and where your coolant is stored at, and that's gonna take care of your facility. One of the things people are curious of is, how in the heck does this thing know about my water? So the way it knows about your water is many of these advanced Industry 4.0 products deploy many sensors into their devices so they can identify different attributes. We're no different. 168 Manufacturing is a digital company at the end of the day. So we've put the sensors we know work to monitor the water conductivity, to look at the water temperature. So there's a sensorized system inside of these digital feed units to make sure your water is always right. One of the things you need to think about is at the lean dosing rates we're delivering, we may be only dispensing coolant at a couple milliliters per second. So the flow rates are pretty low. We're not gonna develop a lot of system pressure at these type of flow rates. And so at the end of the day, these things can pump coolant up to maybe 1,000 feet or beyond. Since we know the water flow rate, I can use advanced servo motor technology, sensors for my flow rate, and positive displacement pumps. And I can match the coolant flow rate to get exact dosing ratios. Digital feed units are ratio assurance built in, and you're gonna have a digital footprint that proves we do that. Most people are surprised to know that we can actually dose machines individually with this very lightweight hardware, this very simple plumbing infrastructure. But I assure you, with FUllShoop Gen 3, your machines are only gonna get the minimal amount of coolant they need as individual machines to optimize your top-off ratios. No wasted coolant, exact in-sump concentrations is what FUllShoop will deliver for you.